one, go.
Let's go, boys. It's the meat event. Cannot wait for this showdown between Tom Aspinall and Curtis Razor Blades. But real quick, shout out to our latest subs, El Oso, Gavin Cabanan, K Money, and Joshua Dixon. Appreciate you guys grilling and chilling with us. And let's get to this breakdown meet. Tom Aspinall, 12-2, looking absolutely unstoppable at heavyweight. I mean, this is a guy who is lethal everywhere. He's got fast hands. He essentially moves like a middleweight. I mean, this dude is fast. His footwork is insane, and he's equally impressive on the mat as well. He's a legit black belt. He actually started his MMA journey in that regard, and then ultimately his dad linked up with the Calbon coaches, and the rest is history. Because Tom Aspinall is a serious prospect. In my opinion, he's the most devastating, lethal prospect we've ever seen in the heavyweight division. So cannot wait to see what he looks like against Curtis Blaydes. And again, Tom Aspinall, 5-0 in the UFC. He's finishing literally everybody, and pick your poison, whether he does it by strikes or does it by submission. Again, he can do it all, and he's going to have to really give his all in this one against Curtis Razor Blades, who continuously gets better. I mean, this is a guy who, unless you're named Francis Ngannou or have that lethal one-punch devastating power that Derek Lewis has, you're essentially screwed against Curtis Blades, because this dude is a legit wrestler. He will take you down. He'll keep you there, and he's very technical and very strong, right? And nobody seemingly has answers for him unless you have those lunchbox power hands. And if you look at his record, 16-3-1. He has a lot of nice finishes, right? He absolutely finished Junior Dos Santos, and then most recently took out the cop Chris Dawkins in a meat event. A lot of people were bullish on Chris Dawkins. They thought he was going to get that one done, and Blades kind of put that to rest before it even began, and he didn't even need to use the wrestling too much in that one, right? I mean, the first round, it kind of took him a little bit to just decide where he wanted to go with it, and then once that second round began, he absolutely just cracked him, and it was over very quickly for the cop in that one. So it's basically a pick-em. It's another meat event opportunity for Tom Aspinall. Who do you got in this one? Do you think it's a clear number one contender fight, and how do you think the winner gets this one done?
Yeah, winner of this for sure is getting a title shot. Both these guys are well deserved, in my opinion. And these are probably two of the best fighters in the heavyweight division, besides the champ and maybe one other, but arguably these two are the best. And I'm excited to see this battle. This is gonna be a crazy matchup, crazy fight. Definitely a massive levels test. I mean, if you look at Tom Aspinall's fights in the UFC, starts with Jake Collier, which he's been looking great lately, and it only gets crazier and crazier. Blades fighting the best of the best, only losing to the best of the best. Arguably, Derek Lewis was a little lucky, but still a knockout nonetheless. But Tom Aspinall basically has one loss, and that was his first few fights. He got heel hooked, which everyone gets heel hooked, I feel like. And then his next fight was kind of a John Jones scenario where he was beating the guy so bad. So it's not like this guy's 12-2. He's basically 12-1, but undefeated in the UFC. And I think he's going to stay undefeated. I think he's going to demolish Curtis Blaydes, and I think he gets a finish. I just don't know if Curtis will be able to handle the speed and power Tom has, and I think Tom's grappling can stop Curtis Blaydes from getting his game plan going.
Yeah, great stuff. It's going to be, all about how he defends that grappling, right? And a lot of guys haven't been able, most guys haven't been able to do it against Curtis Blaydes because he is that legit. But Tom Aspinall is just seemingly so well-rounded, and I'm with you in that I like his ability to, if somehow this does hit the mat, I think he's going to find a way to get back on top, or maybe even he surprises us, gets some sort of slick reversal, and then he's able to enact some ground and pound or a slick submission on the ground, because that to me wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. I mean, visually it's going to be interesting to see, like, wow, Curtis Blaydes is like beneath somebody, like on the ground. But if Tom Aspinall is the one to do it, then that wouldn't surprise me at all. And if you look over at Tapology, we know it's basically a pick 'em, right? Tom Aspinall minus 135. Blades plus 115, but 76%, an overwhelming majority is rolling with Aspinall to get this one done, and majority of it is Brown for that KO, and I got to roll with them. I mean, I think that the Aspinall KO is going to happen. I mean, just because we've seen Curtis Blaydes in meat event opportunities before get slept with meat bombs, and I got to imagine that Aspinall is going to be throwing heavy. He's going to be throwing fast, and I like him to get a KO in this one. The last time that he fought in the O2, a couple months ago against Volkov, I hammered that plus 800 Aspinall submission, which was absolutely juicy because that came through for the boys for sure. And so I guess I'm a little torn as to whether it'll be a KO or submission finish, but I truly think that an Aspinall finish is what we're getting in this one, and I lean KO variety in this one. But either way, he's getting a finish, and I cannot wait to see what's next because I'm seriously that bullish on Tom Aspinall. I think that he is the future GOAT. I mean, we were talking off camera, and I think he's going to be the best, man. I really do. Like, if it's him versus Francis, I'm taking Aspinall. If it's him versus John Jones, I'm taking Aspinall. And I don't know. I'm just really that bullish on Tom, and I think this is another great opportunity for him to show everyone else why this guy is such a hyped up heavyweight prospect. So, any last thoughts on this one? I'm so stoked for this meat event.
Yeah, no, this is a slapper of a card for sure. Can't wait. You guys throw in the comments who you got, Tom Aspinall or Razor.